Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to discuss args and kwargs in Python functions. So before we get into the crux of what args and kwargs is, we need to understand how a function call is made and how the arguments are passed into a function call. So let us define a simple function here to concatenate two strings. So let us say s1 and s2, and it should print the concatenated strings. So s1 plus s2, that should do it, and call this function with two strings. So let us call concatenate A and B. And when I run this, it should simply print the concatenated strings A and B. Now there is a different way we can call this function. So I can explicitly specify key for each argument, what goes into S1 and what goes into S2. So if I run this, I will get the same result, but how we called this function is different. So I explicitly specified what goes into S1 and S2. So this type of passing an argument, or this type of an argument, is called a keyword argument because we are passing a key value pair as an argument. And this type of passing an argument is called a positional argument. Now, since we got what positional and keyword arguments are, let us handle another scenario. Let us take this example where I should be able to pass any number of arguments and I should get a concatenated output printed out. To handle that, we have to use the asterisk args. So we don't have to use args specifically, we can use any word here, but the asterisk is important here. So let us comment second function call, and instead of printing the numbers, let us see what this args is first. So let us print what args is and the actual contents of args. Now if I run this, the args we passed is actually a tuple, and it contains the values of arguments we passed in a function call. Now we can access these arguments like how we access a tuple, since what we get in return is a tuple. Let us say for arg in args, and maybe we define a buffer string, and we concatenate each value to the buffer string, print it out. Now if I run this, I should be getting the same value, and I can keep adding as many arguments as I want. And if I run it, everything is concatenated. Now let us take another scenario. Let us say I have to pass a key value pairs here. First is equal to John and last is equal to Smith. Now I want the keys to be concatenated, and I want the values to be concatenated. So and how do we access this key value pairs inside an argument or inside a function is using a double asterisk. So we use kwargs as a convention. Now, if we print what the type of the kwargs is and also what this kwargs contain, we will get a dictionary. So it's a class dict, and the first and last names as a key value pair inside a dictionary. So you access the kwargs as you access a dictionary. For key and value in kwargs.items, and we'll create a new buffer string for keys, and we'll separate it with an underscore. We'll use the same thing for values as well, and we'll create these buffer values. Now, and if I print those values for string keys, you should get the concatenated first and last and the values John and Smith. Now let us try and switch up the order of these arguments here. I want to pass the keyword arguments first, followed by the positional arguments. Let us see what happens. So if I run it, you see a syntax error stating that the positional arguments follows keyword arguments. We'll switch it back to how it is for, and hopefully this should run fine. Yeah, it runs fine. So that's all about args and kwargs. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Thank you.